PHC Zauro, which we have found out during our activity, which is SSV, Supportive Supervision Visits. We have been having complaints from the in charge of the PHC that they don't have water supply. The borehole have started, but it is not completed, and they have been having this challenge since 2 years now. And it has been very, very difficult for them to get the water supply. They always get it from the neighboring taps or from the community. And it has affected the service delivery in the PHC.
Thank you very much. Thank you, local government. Then she will go to the Zoro and find out what has happened. And get me the name of the person that was contracted to dig the borehole, yes, with the company. Then I will follow up with the company. Consequently, I will meet the chairman of the Brinkable local government for this issue. Yes. Then from there, we'll find a timeline for ensuring that there's water flowing in Zoro. But I swear it will not take time. Yes, so I think I will assign the director of the LG to see what she can do, what they can do immediately to ensure, yes, the well is working. Yes, that is our immediate because we have to look at low-hanging fruit and see what we can do. Consequently, if maybe the place water cannot be reached in that particular, because we know there are areas that whatever you did, trying to dig a borehole, it will be a futile. Yeah, then we'll find a way of maybe getting water drawn through a pipe to the facility, maybe from PSC, from GHRO, or any philanthropist who feel he can supply the place with water before you find a way, a means of getting them their own water, their own permanent water source. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Request is to the Ward Development Committee that attached to that particular facility, because in every facility we have Ward Development Committees that are part of the community that oversee the activity that what is going in the facility. I know they are getting some sources of funds from the agency here, through the Healthcare Provision Fund, and also from KB Contributory Kisima, NHS. Out of this fund that is given to them, we know money was set aside for rehabilitation and maintenance of very important facilities in the PSC. Water is one of them. So for quite over a time that we have been given the money, if they are utilizing the fund properly, this issue cannot be brought to my table. That's why I told you I was surprised, because at times, or almost all your community, the government cannot do it alone. So the community also partake in providing their own part of the services. From what the government is giving, that is through this Basic Healthcare Provision Fund that we are giving them, and also the facility impress that the Kebbi State government is giving to every PHC facility. I think they can come up with something and with their own contribution, because the function of the WDC was to ensure the facility is functioning optimally. How can they also contribute their own quota by providing some incentives to the facility. You cannot leave the running of the facility alone in the hand of the government, because if they are not part of the contributors, they will not take care of what has been brought there. That's correct. Because what our people know, our communities, whatever government brought to the community, say, okay, it's not our own. It belongs to government. So they will show that don't care attitude and left it to be wasted. But if they know they are part of the contributors that bring that thing into being, they will take care of it.
To protect it.
So that's why when we give them this money, this fund, we give them just a guideline of procedure, but there's a certain percentage of the fund that can be used for maintaining the facility. When we say part of it can be used for the maintaining, getting water is part of the maintenance of the facility. Repairing roofing leaks, leaking roof is part of the maintenance. Providing tables and water is part of the maintenance. So you see, it is not only the government alone that will be held responsible when things are not working normally, because the government cannot be anywhere. I know that facility has been renovated in the last 2 years. So you see, the government has its own part. Now it's part of it's up to the community. And I'm very sure that somebody who was contracted by local government to dig a borehole there, and he has started. I don't know what happened. Maybe he cannot be able to reach water in that particular area. Maybe that's why he abandoned the. You are there.